The US dollar has lost 85% of its value since the 70s when the dollar decoupled from gold, and the government seems bent on continuing the tradition. From now until after the next elections, the government can print as much money as they want. The last time they did that, inflation went up 9%. Gold is the one asset that has been proven to withstand inflation. Invest in gold with Noble Gold Investments. You will also get a 24 karat quarter ounce gold standard coin for free. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com, the only gold company that I trust. There's always a risk of investment, and there's no guarantee of any kind. Good damn afternoon, Americans. I be Jericho Green, and I be here with you once again. What's going on, people? What's this? Thursday? A fucking Thursday. I'll be pulling double duty today. Haha. I said duty. I'll be here, of course, obviously, like I am now. And this is the every other Thursday. So tonight at 5:05 p.m., myself and Gian will be here for Stop the Fuckery. I am excited. It's always a good time when we get together. So I'm looking forward to it. Here, a little G there for Gmail. Make sure I put this in here for later. How's everybody's Thursday going? That means you got to wake up and it's Friday. Good for you. Good for you. So find that there, all right. There it is. Bam. Got that there. A lot of ta-ta-ta. Oh, man. Good shit. Okay. I've got to put something in here that I should have done before, but I didn't because I was cutting my grass. Remember Stanley and Friday? And stay off my friggin' grass. Well, I was cutting my friggin' grass, and I'm almost done. I edged and cut the front lawn, and I edged the back lawn, so I just got to mow it when I'm done here. And all this time I'll have because I have to get it done because obviously I'll be here at 5 o'clock with Gian, and then hitting the road mañana to go see my mom. So many things so much to do, so little time. Story of my life, right? Shout out to everybody in here. Appreciate you all. Appreciate all you mother suckers. Mousy, I see you, and I will get to that in just a second. Also, the salty New Yorker. I see you guys. I will get to you. I promise. Scouts honor. Yeah. So one of the things that really caught my attention in all this is that there's actually somebody out there. They were asked the question. You guys may have seen this. I don't know. They were asked the question, since all you have to do is merely identify as the opposite sex, right? Joe Beard, we're talking about social media tonight on Stop Le Fuckery. Since all you have to do is merely identify, just feel it, say it. You don't even have to feel it, just say that shit. How are they going to prove it? So all you have to do is merely say that, yes, I identify as this, therefore, ergo, you must start treating me as such. He says, well, what if Mike Tyson wanted to start boxing women? He just woke up one day and said, yeah, I'm feeling real feminine. I want to do this. It's extraterritorial. I want to do it. And the guy goes, well, the short answer is yes. Yes. What? Mike Tyson's what, in his early 50s, maybe mid 50s, maybe he's 55 by now. Hold on a second. How old is Mike Tyson? Shit, not old enough. Not old enough to 57. Mike Tyson's 57. You seen them damn videos of Mike Tyson working out? And he says, well, the short answer, yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, you know what's going to happen to that woman? I don't give a damn what woman it is. You can go to Tonga or Samoa or some shit and get one of them women. They will get knocked the fuck. They will get knocked clean the fuck out. You know, where they kind of slide across the floor for a couple feet. Mike Tyson would beat that woman into a blue parking spot. Miss, is there anything you want to say? That's what she wants to say. You know why? Because that's all she can say. Because now all of her food has to come out of the blender. Fuck, what are you talking about? Motherfucker said, well, the short answer is yeah. Yeah, that short answer is going to get her on a short bus. Get out of your damn mind. These people. You people, these people are dumb as a wet brick on Sunday. I don't even know what that means, but I heard it a long time ago, so I say it. Yeah, where was this dummy at? Let's find this dummy. Stupid son of a bitch. He said, well, short answer, yeah. You don't care about women. You don't. How could you? How could you? You're throwing them, you're willing to throw them in the ring with Mike, the Iron Mike Tyson, but you say, I care about him. You can't. I care about my poodle, so I threw it in that cage with a wolf. How? What? No, you can't. Those two things can't be true at the same time. They can't be. Because your actions aren't lining up with your words. I care about my poodle, but I'm okay with throwing it in a cage with a wolf. Wolf will make a snack out of that fucking pooch. There it is. God, these people. Hold on a second. Holy hell. Here we go. Let me share this with you. Fuck out. Mike Tyson, come on. And not even a young Mike Tyson. We're talking Tyson now at 57. He would kill that woman.
Mike Tyson, have you heard of him?
Yes, I have.
If he identifies as a female, should he be allowed to enter a boxing match with a biological female?
Well, the short answer is yes. Somebody who is.
You hear that? The short answer is yes. Yes, Mike Tyson should be allowed to box against biological women. That's what you just heard.
Trans.
Okay.
After 20 fights, I was undefeated.
This shit is funny. Was this Scary Movie 3?
Only one fighter stood between me and the belt.
You got this chick. She's nothing. Tiffany Stone.
That's what you're going to get. Are you crazy? Are you absolutely unscrupulously insane that you would throw a woman in the ring with that? That's crazy. What kind of people would she have in her corner? Not only literally, but like figuratively, that would be like, yeah, girl, go fight him. Yeah, girl, you got this. Yeah, girl, you're the same. Because women can do what, blah, 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 that shit. All that stupid shit they're trying to spew. That's going to get some woman's head fucking knocked off. He probably could knock her head completely. Was that humanly possible? They want to put that woman in the ring with a killer. with a fucking killer. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is Mike Tyson now. We're not talking about that fucking serial killer from the 80s. We're talking about now the more laid back, more docile, stoned Mike Tyson. This is who you're going to put this woman in the cage with. Let me take that out. Nah. Yeah, I don't want it to be some copyright shit. Look at that. He got a pad on. You know he's worried. You know his ass is tight. Look at that. Bam. Fucking. She's finished. She would get all scared, forget everything she trained, forget everything she did, shit her pants or shit her trunks. She's gonna shit the trunks. You see that shit? Look, he fights with Mike all the time, and he flinched. Fuck out of here. Mike would fuck that poor lady up. And not to say that he wouldn't fuck a bunch of dudes up. Not saying that at all. But a woman, you don't got a snowball's chance in hell. What would happen to a snowball if you put it in hell? It would melt immediately, wouldn't it? Bam, 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 bam. Teeth, jaw, ability to speak, the ability to tie her shoes unassisted, all that shit gone. Fucking around with Mike Tyson, an old Mike Tyson. I'm not talking about the youngster. What's this one look like? Working that fucking bag. That would be that lady standing right there just taking blows from Mike. Wham, bam, bam. Short answer? Yeah. No, thank you. And you know what? To make it or make it a little more in her favor, to give her more of a chance, tell Mike only body shots. We want her to be able to remember her grandchildren. So only body shots, Mike. Only shots to the torso? Yeah, that's it. Nothing above the neck. Only whap. Come on. They, meaning anybody who thinks like that, dumbass, they hate you, women. They can't say that they love you and then put you in the ring with a machine. They can't. That's impossible. Mr. Comic 2009. Broken ribs at least. He might rupture some organs. You think Mike couldn't rupture a spleen with a punch, with a body punch? There's footage out there of Sugar Ray Leonard, DMW. What up, man? What up, man? There's footage out there of Sugar Ray Leonard, and it's from the early 80s. I want to say it's like 80, maybe between 80 and 82. And he's doing this exhibition with this British guy, and the British guy is like an amateur, but they're seeing it. This is the perfect example of we're all watching the same show. We just have different seats. Sugar Ray Leonard was there. This was just some, a little promo thing. He's coming off of eye surgery, so he's taking it easy. Just a little event, little sparring match, no big deal. But the guy from the UK, he sees it as an opportunity. He sees it as, if I can razzle dazzle people in the ring, or in this whatever. It wasn't really a ring. They were in like this mat that they're on. If I can razzle dazzle the world and show them that I'm somebody, this is going to make my career. Somebody's going to see me dance around Sugar Ray Leonard, and I'm going to blow. I'm going to blow up. Tammy D, what up? What up, dude? Creole lady, I see you. The old dog is right. Smash, smash, smash that like button. Smash that like button. like Obama gets it when Mike comes home drunk. Smash it. My career, what up? So this guy sees this as an opportunity. He sees this as his only shot. So they get to dancing around, or before the fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tells him, "Stay away from my eye. I just got to finish with eye surgery. Don't hit me in the face." The guy goes, "Okay." So they start dancing around. What does the guy do? Throws a punch, hits Sugar Ray Leonard right in the eye that he just got repaired surgically. So now Sugar Ray Leonard is all pissed off because I told you, don't hit me in my eye, and you did. So now I'm going to fuck you up. Now I'm going to make an example out of you. Before, we were just fucking around, having a good time, taking some pictures, get some footage for the people. We'll take some pictures afterwards like this. It'll be good. Maybe sign some T-shirts and some gloves for the kids and get out of here. Maybe go have a steak dinner, huh? But no, this guy decided to take his opportunity a little too far. So Sugar Ray Leonard decided to test the toughness of his kidneys. What kind of punch can your kidneys take? Let's find out. So they dance around. He's like, okay, oh shit. All right, you got me, you fucking Brit. You got me. So he fucking wham, hits that motherfucker in his side, and it hit him so hard and so fast that your brain got the message, hey, kidneys, are you okay? But his legs were like, well, let's dance around a couple more seconds. It took a second for the message to go from his kidneys to his brain down to his legs to tell his legs to stop. So he kept dancing around for a second, then he went, ugh! He just fucking collapsed like a pile of laundry on the floor. He like kind of faked him with this hand. He's looking over here and just fucking kid. Fucked homeboy up. And the guy talks about it years later in the interview. He says, man, I was pissing blood for a fucking week. Oh, man. Borat Zagdiev. He says, Jericho, I miss you, my friend. If you were here right now, I would kiss you on both cheeks. Traditional Kazakhstani way of men greeting on one another. No homo. Yeah, I get it. Some cultures do that. Like the Italians. Come here. Come here. Not a huge fan. Damn, Borat. I just read that for free. I thank you, though. Thank you. Rex Rocker says, my big brother kicked me in the kidney when we were sparring as kids. He's 4 years older. But dang, man, he also gave me a concussion. Hold on. And we wore full pads. Yeah, he was trying to hurt you, man. He was trying to hurt you. You know how older brothers do. He figured, since you have pads on, it's his excuse to just go all out. That was a dick move. Hopefully you guys are cool now. That's me and my brother are. He's older than me. He was an asshole when we were kids. I fucking hated my brother. He used to pick on me all the time, call me names and shit, fuck with me. You know how older brothers do. Oh, Rex Rocker says you got him. That's why. Good. And you are best friends. Good. Yeah, I fucked my brother up a few times. I remember one time I dug a hole on the side of the house and I covered it in newspaper. And the hole was probably, a good like a foot deep. Covered it in newspaper and put dirt and shit over it. And I like hit him or something and made him chase me. And I knew where the hole was. So I jumped over it. And he stepped right in that fucking boom. And thinking about it now, he could have blew his fucking knee out. I mean, he could have fucked himself up. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about, let me get this motherfucker back. One time we had this, for some reason, right inside my bedroom door, there was like this square, like this, I don't know, 4 feet by 2 feet. It was a square of linoleum and then carpet. So linoleum was slippery. So I took some dish soap, like some Dawn or some shit, and I squirted it on the linoleum. And the same thing, I hit my brother and made him chase me. And I jumped over the linoleum and he stepped on it and went, bam! I wasn't innocent, but this was my, I was a victim of domestic violence, so this was my way of getting him back. And what else did I do to his ass? I fucked him up pretty bad a few times. I shot him in the face with a BB gun, but that wasn't like, making him chase me or something. He was fucking with me, and I told him, if you hit me again, I'm going to shoot you with this BB gun right in your face. So he didn't believe shit stinks. So he hit me, and I took my Daisy BB gun. You pull the arm down, the thing slides back, and there's a BB in there, and then you push the back forward, and the arm goes like that under the barrel. Looks like the Nintendo Duck Hunt gun. And I turned around, I put that shit. It was like fucking like this in his face. I was in the front seat, he was in the back seat. So that's how close it was. I put that shit right here, and I looked at him. Just went, boom. Right here, right under his fucking eye. That BB's still in his face. Right here. I was 8 years old. I was on a lockdown for back when summer vacation was 3 months. That's how old I am. Back when summer vacation was 3 whole months where you didn't go back to school till after Labor Day. 3 months lockdown. I must have done it at the very end of the school year or at the very beginning of summer. I got 3-month lockdown. No friends, no playing, no none of that shit. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't even watch TV for a while. You know how fucked up it is as a kid when you're in trouble but nobody else is. So they're watching TV Friday night, the NBC lineup, Golden Girls and shit, Empty Nest, Amen. What was the name of that show with the 2 dudes? They were in like this souped up, tricked out 18-wheeler. And one of them, I think, was like Henry Rollins or some shit. No, it was somebody else. This big old dude, actor. And the other guy was a blonde dude, and he was Australian. Oi, oi, oi. And he was in the fucking Energizer Bunny commercials. What show is that? Used to come on like Friday nights on NBC. They had this tricked out 18-wheeler. Back in the 80s, it was all about tricked out vehicles. A-Team, Knight Rider, this shit I'm trying to remember. No, Leveling King, not BJ in the Bear. No. Borat laughing my ass off. Jericho pulled a Dick Cheney move. Yeah, I shot my boy in the face. I sure did. Andrew Justice, I was doing hard time, man. 3 months. Hard labor. I'd be in my bedroom at night playing the harmonica. Dun, 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 dun. Shot my brother in the face. Dun, 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 dun. Now I can't go no place. Yeah, I was singing the fucking summer lockdown blues. And guess how much my parents cared? That much. You do crime, you do time. Renegade grew 1966. I think, no, was it? Because I know Lorenzo Lamas, he had that show Renegade, but that was in the early 90s. Shout out to Lorenzo Lamas. The Highwayman? All right, let's see, Larry. The Highwayman. Highwayman, not the Kevin Costner movie with that Woody Harrelson or some shit. Highwayman, 1987, American. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you, Larry, and anybody else who put that. I think somebody else put that too. The Highwayman. That was like a fucking 18-wheeler. What the fuck was that? Oh, dog. Hey, good looking out, Larry. Larry, you know what? Send me an email, man. Jericho Green 2018 @gmail.com. The Highwayman. Yeah, that's a dude I was picturing in my mind. That sounded weird. That's the actor I was picturing in my mind. Yeah. It's a little better. Yeah, that's the dude right there. Oi, oi, oi. He was Australian. Crikey. Look at the size of that bigger. Yeah. Holy shit. That's right. That dude. What's that dude's name? What's his name? Let's look at the cast of Highwayman. Sam J. Jones. That's right. The Highwayman in Jericho. Oh, shit. Sam J. Jones. Only one season? Must have been a good show. That stuck with me. Or maybe it was a good show to a 7-year-old kid. AKA Highway. Oh, shit. Hey, that's all right, man. Thanks for that. Highwayman. What a fucking basic, easy title. The Highwayman. Fuck it. Let's play the video. Who cares if they copyright it? Was this the intro? The damsel in distress. Da-na. Hold on, I'm opening all kinds of shit. There we go. I got out of hand. But yeah, that was the show, The Highwayman. Oi, oi, oi. Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. All right. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's right, Spike and Madness. Sam Jones. Not the fall guy. That was Lee Majors. I won't forget that one. Lee Majors was the shit. Flash Gordon. That's right. Thanks, East Wind Farms. Flash Gordon. Let's see. All right. All these generous people up in this bitch. And then we're going to get started. Let's see. Who's foist? Oh, yes. The Super Chat Cherry Popper. Mouse C. Thank you. Mouse C, thank you very much for the Twompski. What? Coming in hot. Salty New Yorican. Thank you, mamita. Thank you, Salty New Yorican, for the Hamilton. Leonard S. Thank you, of course. Thank you, Leonard S. How about a law prohibiting gender surgery or meds before 18? Now you're just talking crazy. Now you're just talking crazy. If they were to wait until they're 18, then that's probably past the window of influencing them and turning them into little mindless perverts who don't mind being touched by grown-ups. So they're not going to do that. Borat. Even though I've already read this for free, you paid, so I'm going to read it again with the same enthusiasm. Jericho, I miss you, my friend. If you were here right now, I would kiss you on both cheeks. Traditional Kazakhstani way of men greeting one another. No homo. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know. Thanks for telling me how you feel. Simeon Merriweather. Thank you for the $5 super sticker, my friend. Aaron M says, I miss Highway to Heaven. Hey, shout out to Michael Landon. That show was a shit. J954, what's up? He said, JG, did you watch The Greatest American Hero? I'm going to tell you like this, J954. Look at what happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. Hold on. Could have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. I'm flying away like on a wing in a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, just me. Authentically Kennedy, what's up? How's that baby doing? Huh? Growing all big and stuff? If gender isn't defined by someone's genitals, why is changing the genitals so necessary? Again, you guys, you're asking questions beyond my mental capacity. I'm not on the outskirts of our mental threshold with these nut jobs. Of course, it's all tied to the genitals. But they're not in the business of making sense. They're in the business of erasing women. That's what they're in the business of. For some reason, they are in the business of erasing women and erasing women from the history books. I guess that's why it's so easy to become one nowadays. Lord Baby 42, but you so wise, Jericho. I'm not that wise. No, Lori, I did not mean to say above my pay grade. I wanted to say it my way. Hey, Loveland King, you're right, because they're the ones who carry the babies. Boy, they're coming after you guys. They do not like you. They do not like you. Remember that show, Orange is the New Black? Of course, they have a Ku Klux trans member on the show. Of course. I think it's standard now. It's just standard procedure. If you have a TV show or you have a movie, you got to have all these fucking esoteric groups in the movie. And actually, if you want to qualify or for a Grammy, I don't know, is it all categories or certain categories? You have to have all these different groups represented. The Ku Klux Trans, Alphabet Soup Group, the disabled, all this crazy shit. Never mind the story and the characters and the flow of the story and how, making a good movie. No, it's more important to have these people represented who are such a teeny tiny portion of the population. But speaking of Orange is the New Black, I want you to see what happens when you say things like trans women are not biological women or are not women, basically. Trans women are not women. I want you to see what happens. I want you to see the damage and the hurt that it causes when you say things that we knew to be true 15 years ago. Okay? Now you're hurting. When you tell somebody that that a trans woman, and that's why you got to preface it with trans. Trans means whatever comes after this is bullshit. Because you don't go up to a woman and say, "Hey, what's up, biological woman? Hey, cisgender woman." No, you just say woman, right? Because I know, look, you're a woman. You have all the features. But when you have to preface it, means some bullshit's coming. But I want you guys to see what you guys are doing when you say things like that. You think you're just, I'm just speaking the truth. I'm just saying what we know. No, you're hurting. Your words are violence.
Stop giving into the bullshit. My existence, me just wanting to exist on the planet is not a threat to you. And you wanting to exist on the planet is not a threat to me unless you want to take away my rights and take away my ability to exist on my own terms. We're not a threat to each other unless we're trying to oppress. Power, systems, corporations, moneyed interests are a threat to us in our existence.
I agree with you there, homeboy.
This is the Laverne that I hold back because I don't want people to think we're trans people look crazy. I'm trying to rep for
You're trying to hold back so trans people don't look crazy. Hey, Laverne, too late.
For my community. But I'm mad. This shit is ridiculous. And I'm walking around every single day knowing that there are trans people and their families fleeing states right now because they don't want their parents to be arrested for supporting their children. There are people fleeing states because they need access to reproductive health care that they can't get in their state. People are losing their lives.
Their lives.
More and more violence is happening.
Uh-oh, hold on, Laverne. Sorry, I have to interject with the truth here. Yeah, they're facing violence. They are losing their lives and they are getting beat up and shit. But you know who's doing it? Their partners. That's who's doing it. There's not a horde of fucking Trump-loving, America-loving, right-wing sons of bitches riding around in a dually pickup truck looking for queers. Sorry, I know that's how you want it to be. I know you think that they're in the back of a truck with a bunch of Bush empty natty ice cans rolling around in the back of the truck. I know that's how you want it to be with their sleeveless Confederate flag. Hey, come burn this. Mountain Dew, drinking fucking Mountain Dew. I know that's what you want it to be, but it's not. It's you guys. You guys are the ones killing yourselves. You're the ones beating each other up.
Against women.
And I have a story to prove it coming up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Laverne.
And femmes and non-binary people because of all the hate and hatred that's being spewed against trans people right now. It's so real.
Shut the fuck up. I can't anymore. I can't. I can't. They're losing their lives and they're violent. Yeah, from you guys. You're the violent ones. You're the killers. It's not us. It's not us. It's you. I got a story coming up. What's her name? Ooh, she got a hood name. Hold on. Racuna. R-I-Q-U-N-A. Racuna. That's what it looks like to me. Racuna Williams. WNBA star. What did she do? She whooped her wife's ass. You know what? I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying that word because it's not your wife. That's for men and women. That's your domestic partner. Racuna. R-I-Q-U-N-A. How do you pronounce that? Racuna? Either way, it sounds stupid as shit. But she whooped her domestic partner's ass. She whooped her girlfriend's ass. I don't mean like, smacked her up. I mean, she choked her and hit her with shit. Beat her with metal objects. Yeah, she fucked her up. But they want you to think that there are these cisgender marauders just hunt. Come here. And how are they going to know? How are they going to know that you're a alphabet soup group or Ku Klux Trans member? By looking at you. How? Oh, hold on a second. Western Kenya Music. I just found that email. What a dick. I apologize. I will take care of it. But she kicked the shit out of her. It wasn't somebody else. It wasn't these good old boys. They're just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. No, it wasn't them. They're beating their own asses. But who cares? Those are facts. Those have any place here. And I got an update on old Mitch McConnell, where he was rebooting on camera. Remember he sat there? And his assistant or his handler was like, "Sir, do you have anything else you want to say to him? Huh? You want to go back to the office?" Oh, Y'all take my back tomorrow. Just take me. So as an update on that, Mitch came back to the microphone. I know. You couldn't have written this if they put a gun to your head. Mitch McConnell came back to the microphone after freezing up on us, after buffering. J954, how much are tickets for a WNBA game? I don't think they charge you for them. I think they pay you when you get there. They give you $20 to go. And you get another $20 if you stay past halftime. Cheyenne Maxwell, Mitch got a Chinese brain chip. What would make you say that? What would make you think that our government, members of our government, would have anything to do with our number one enemy in the world? That is just wrong and unfounded. But we got an update. He came and he spoke about it. He gave his 2 cents on what we all just looked at. Hunter hears no. That's probably the first time in his life that somebody told him no. And it came in the form of a judge saying, I'm sorry, what kind of deal did you get? Blanket immunity for now and the future? Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So there might be some justice juice left in that fruit. It might have some left. John Connor. He says, so that dude paid $60 for WNBA seats and took a nap trolling. Yeah, apparently. You guys see that? This YouTuber, he got banned for life from WNBA games. Ooh, what punishment. Or was it NBA games too? Anyway, he got courtside seats to a WNBA game and then fucking brought a blanket and went to sleep. That is beautiful. That is trolling at its best. That's almost as good as so if you don't know much about rap, Ja Rule and 50 Cent have this ongoing beef, and it's been going on for more than a decade now. So I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that, maybe more. 50 Cent bought the first 2 rows of Ja Rule's concert. So he bought all the tickets for the first 2 rows of his concert. And of course, nobody showed up. So the first 2 rows of his concert were fucking empty while he's performing. That is a fucking genius. That is genius to be performing. And the fucking first 2 rows are empty. First, you're going to be wondering why. That's going to throw you off your game because you're looking down at the crowd and the first 2 rows are empty. That shit. That was too funny. I was like, 50 Cent, you win. You win. Lord Bibby, he did get paid, but I think 50 was okay with that. I think 50 was okay with losing that money to have it fuck with Ja Rule's head like that. I mean, that was just too fucking funny. And then he had beef with Floyd Mayweather because they were in business together, and then something happened. And so he was making fun of Floyd Mayweather for not being very smart or not being able to read or some shit like that. He said, if you can read the first page of a Harry Potter book, I'll donate $1 million to charity. And he goes, fuck it. I know you can't do that. He's like, if you can read the first page of Cat in the Hat, I'll donate. That shit was funny. Oh man. But the level of trolling to buy out the first 2 rows of his concert is just, I love it. And remember Walgreens, they had to chain, well, first of all, pretty much all of their stores behind plexiglass because of the theft, the Walgreens in San Francisco. And guess what? The Walgreens in San Francisco is number 1 for theft. Out of all 9,000 Walgreens stores, San Francisco is number 1. I wonder why. So everything's under lock and key, and they ended up chaining the frozen food aisle because once word got out amongst the vagrant community and the thief community, they started stealing all the frozen foods, and they would get hit like 12 times a day. So they ended up chaining all the doors of the frozen food section closed. If you need something, you got to get somebody that works here. You got to get the guy with the retractable keys on his hip. And there was a bunch of negative feedback that they got. So Walgreens took the chains off the doors of the frozen food section. Why? Why? Why are you in business? Why are you in business? Why do you have cashiers? Why do you have security cameras? Just fucking open the doors. Let them take everything until it's empty and then leave. Or you could be a jackass like you have been and keep restocking it and keep letting them steal. They would restock it. You're writing the order for that section, for the frozen food section, knowing that it's pretty much all going to be stolen, except for the vegetarian lean cuisine. Ain't that some shit? They don't steal everything. That's how good our homeless have it. They're picky. Our homeless are picky. Well, then you probably don't need to be homeless. You could be doing something somewhere. You could be productive, or we could lock your ass up. They didn't steal everything. Good idea, Authentically Kennedy. Just replace all the doors with vending machines. But then, what about the people who can't afford to get it? They just have to stand there and look at frozen food they can't buy? Yeah, like the rest of us. And Anthony DeRosa, great question. How did they cook it? Man, you seen some of them homeless setups? They got flat screens in there. They got big ass tents with rooms. I know they got a kitchen. I know they got a microwave. They probably got a fucking Sub-Zero, one of them Sub-Zero expensive refrigerators on the sidewalk. Probably a nice little pizza oven, gets about 900 degrees. They got that pizza paddle where they move the pizza around in the back of the oven. Hey, who wanted a pizza margarita? Yeah, probably got a white hat on that's cocked to the side. Them fools got all kinds of shit out there on the street. I shit you not. I seen one where the motherfucker had a flat screen. Growing up, I didn't even have a TV in my room. I couldn't have a TV in my room. I was a normal little kid. Chilling. I couldn't have one. They got a flat screen in their fucking tent on the sidewalk. Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow, he says work boots are safe. Yeah, you don't got to worry about them stealing those. They're like, ew, what are those, steel toes? Get away. Those are what? Red Wings? Don't touch those. It'll burn your hand. Western Kenyan music. They got home theaters with surround sound. On the curb, they got Dolby. You walking by, they're in there watching Star Wars and shit. You can feel the gunfire. You can feel it in your feet. They got that good shit. Probably got a better entertainment system than you do. Fucking on the sidewalk. You can't walk on the sidewalk. You got to step in the roadway where it's dangerous. You can't walk on the sidewalk, but they can camp the fuck out. Just spread it. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. They got them fucking D-box seats in their tent. Remember, out here it's called Great America. They had the Days of Thunder ride. Remember that shit? Was that 92? Tom Cruise? They had the seats. You get in the seats, and the seats move with the car. Like you got the big screen in front of you, the IMAX screen. Come check out Days of Thunder on the IMAX screen. Oh, IMAX? That blows my 1992 mind away. And the seat would move. Would like lean forward and turn and shit. They got that in their tent. Like, damn, can I get a turn, homeless man? That looks like fun. Boy, oh boy. But they need your help. We're all just one paycheck away from being in their same position. How could you be so cruel? How could you be so cruel to these people? You could be just like them. I don't know about that. And Ice Cube, he sat down with Tucker Carlson, and Tucker got to asking him some questions about the Pope. Asking him questions about the anointed one, Barack Obama, and CBLM, certain Black Lives Matter. Wow. Because Ice Cube, he came out a few weeks ago talking about, he's not with the gatekeepers, and he's not in the club because he didn't want to get the poke, and he lost $9 million because he didn't want to, and so on and so on. And I haven't seen the full interview yet, but I want to talk about the parts that I did see, because he mentioned Obama and BLM. And as a person of color, you can't do that. You have to be a fan of Barack Obama. You have to love Barack Obama. You have to have an oil painting of Barack Obama over your doorway. You have to. When he became president, artists and or delivery, they commissioned artists, and then like DHS or some shit would come to your house if you were Black, and they would give you the picture, and they'd even come in and they got the laser leveler and they put it perfect right here. You have to. That's just the way it is. So for him to say that, how dare you, sir? But Ice Cube, you're Black, right? So that's a no-no. And of course, he knows what kind of he was getting backlash back when Trump was in, or when Trump was running in 2020, and he wanted to sit down with Sloppy Joe, and Sloppy Joe kind of blew him off, and Trump took the meeting with him. So ever since then, ever since he met with Trump, that's it. You're out of here. Your Black card is revoked. Here, you can fucking have it. Oh, hold on. Before you take it, let me wipe my ass with it. I don't need no fucking credentials. Fuck out of here with that shit. So, Cube, he's ready for it. And one of the questions Tucker asked him, he said, did you get the poke? And he was like, nah. And then Tucker said, but you were ordered to. You know how it was. You know the pressure we were under, especially if you were in the workforce or if you were in school. You know the pressure you were under to get that poke, to get that experimental juice all up in you. So I'm sure he was under the same pressure. Maybe he was in a different position than some of us because of all the money he has, but still, that was more money that could be in his bank account that he said no to. We all remember that pressure. Yeah, Weston, he did talk about that on Rogan. But I have a feeling I'm going to like this interview with Tucker better than the one with Rogan. So he's been expecting that. He's been ready for that. I don't think Ice Cube even really gives a shit. What backlash? What the fuck are people gonna do? Say something bad, something mean on the internet? But I remember that pressure. I remember that time. And what a weird time to be alive, because you're facing this pressure. They want to take away your entertainment. They want to take away your everyday life, your job, all these things. So it was major pressure for people to say, yes, I'll take it. Fine, give it to me. But those of us who said no, it may have been shitty at the time. And maybe you did lose something. Maybe you lost people in your life. Maybe you did lose your job or something like that. But man, how happy are you now? How glad are you now that you resisted that pressure and you didn't get that bullshit in your fucking body? Oof, so glad. King B, what up, man? Creole lady, what up? What up? Simeon Merriweather said Obama got me the first time. You got me, you fucker. You crafty little shit talking son of a bitch. You got me. But not the second time, Barry. Hey, let's start this off right. Okay, let's check in on Mitch McConnell. Mitch, how you doing? How you doing, Mitch? Because we saw you get all fucked up on. He said, damn. We didn't even see that shit. Any shit like that from Sloppy Joe. Not yet. Not yet. He's still, hey, give him time. I'm sure he will blow Mitch McConnell's ass out of the water. But so far, we haven't even seen anything like that from the sloppiest one of all. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the sloppiest of them all? So we haven't even seen that from him yet. But Mitch McConnell said, watch this. I got you. And it was sad to watch somebody fucking malfunction, short circuit, whatever you want to call that. Reboot, upload, buffer. It was just so let me find that and apparently there are mustard flavored Skittles. Why would you guys do that? Do you hate us, Skittles? Apparently so. And you guys, Sinead O'Connor died. How fucked up was that? She was kind of crazy. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So let's go back. We're going to go back and see the original. This is originally what got all our attention yesterday. This is what happened. This is when he short circuited. Remember that movie Short Circuit? Johnny Five.
And a string of
like he saw the Grim Reaper in the back of the room. Hi, Mitch. Probably more like, hello, Mitch. Damn. Awkward. Again, normal old man would never do that. Old man who fucked us over, who's in the public eye, yeah, you're gonna get made fun of, buddy. So the guy's basically, and I don't know why it's so damn loud, but the guy is saying, hey, can you tell us what happened earlier? And kind of like, oh, no, I'm fine. He's like, you're fully able to do your job. Oh, yeah, watch.
To address what happened here at the start of the press conference, and was it related to your injury from earlier this year where you suffered a concussion? Is that?
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. You're fully able to do your job.
Yeah.
They probably got his ass back to the office, and he was like, "Oh, what are we doing here? Let's go out there and do the press conference. I'm ready. I'm Mitch McConnell." They're like, "Sir, you were just out there and you fucking uploaded in front of you, fucking buffered. The shit was going like this in the middle of the screen in front of everybody. What? I didn't do that. I've been in the office the whole time. I'm Mitch McConnell."
Could you address what happened here at the start?
And he said, "You're fully able to do your job." Yeah.
Of the press conference, and was it related to your injury from earlier this year where you suffered a concussion? Is that?
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. You're fully able to do your job.
Yeah.
You're not going to address that 30-second episode you just had on camera? You're not nothing? No. Okay. Okay. I think you owe the American people an explanation, or at least the people of South Carolina. At least tell them. At least tell them where you were fucking why it looked like somebody took your cartridge out and had to blow on that shit. What happened, man? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Guys, these are the people in charge. These are the people in charge. These are the people in the committees, the intelligence committees, and this committee and that committee, and we're going to do this, and they're voting to do that. And should we go to war and send money to who? These are the people. These are them. People like Sloppy Joe who say over 100 people died during the sweet and sour sniffles. Oh, over 100 people. And he said it twice. Again, he didn't even catch it. It didn't even dawn. Oh, shit. No, 100. What am I saying? I'm sorry. Nope. Said it twice. 100 people. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Maybe in the briefing room while he was gazing off into the distance, thinking of chocolate chip ice cream, maybe that's some of the things that he heard. They're probably like, oh, really? You know, we could never let the people know that only 100 people died from the sweet and sour sniffles. It was only 100. But we told him it was over 1 million. Maybe he heard that. Maybe subconsciously he heard that. And then he goes like, oh, only 100 people died. And they're like, oh, fuck. Like, oh, actually, never mind. They won't believe him. He says all kinds of stupid shit. Yeah, that's right, Hunter Bautista. 100 empty beds. 100 people. Authentically Kennedy. Might as well let babies take over in the government. They're much more responsive than old Mitch. I wouldn't be mad. Would you be mad if he was replaced with a toddler? No, at least the toddler's innocent. Like, replace them with children, like with 5-year-olds. 5-year-olds would be honest. The 5-year-old would say, I don't know. Well, the 5-year-old would say, that's bad. I don't like that. We shouldn't do that. That doesn't sound right. Get the 5-year-olds in there. Let's go. Let's try that. We tried the 85-year-olds. Let's try the 5-year-olds. See what they can do. Can't be worse. Can't be worse. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. You seen that motherfucker, Bobby? Remember Bernie Mac? Jamie Brandon, 6th graders. I don't know, 6th graders are assholes. But yeah, they'll be better too. That motherfucker. Oh, well, I'm fine. Yeah. What? No, you're not fine. We just saw part of your brain shut down. You're not fine. Holy hell. Let's talk about some domestic violence, shall we? Nitro fan, I agree. That's the main thing. Age limit, important, yes. What's more important is term limits, because then they won't have enough time to be grafted to these lobbyists and these foreign entities and these people handing them stuffed manila envelopes under the table at a diner somewhere. That would change that. You don't have time to become complacent. You got to get in here, get some shit done, and get the fuck out. You can't be in here for decades making deals. You scratch my back, I sniff your kid, or whatever the fuck they said. There's no time for it. They can't cultivate those relationships. And guess who wins? I know they hate it. I know they don't want it, but we do. You see what happened? Just happened to the interest rates? That orange fucker don't sound so bad, huh? Give me his racism and his sexism and his grab him by the pussy. I will take all of that to have lower interest rates, gas prices, food prices. I'll take it. And I hope some people are being honest with themselves. I hope there's some never Trumpers. I hope there's some people suffering in the terminal stages from TDS who say, that motherfucker wasn't too bad. Yeah. He was brash. He was uncouth. But damn, we were doing good. How long you think it would take for Trump to solve that pesky bullshit over in Ukraine? 24 or 36 hours. I say 36. Give him some time. Give him a little extra time. But he could probably do it in 24. But don't rush him. Let him take his time. Perfection takes time. Sharp 35 and mean tweets. That's right. I've said it. You heard it here first, kids. If you hear this anywhere else, they stole it. They traded mean tweets for mean feats. You traded some words you didn't like to hear on a social media platform that you don't have to look at for somebody who actually does harmful, detrimental shit to our country. Oh, he called her a pig. So what? He called him a midget. So what? And how's your gas prices? Well, how are those food prices? Is it easy to buy a house? Well, then what the hell are you bitching about? He ain't your daddy. He ain't in your family. You don't share any blood with him. Who gives a shit? Oh, here's Aaron M. again. Operation Warp Speed. Yeah, Trump did some shit wrong. But the difference between him and Sloppy Joe when it comes to the poke is it was not mandated under Trump. I don't care what he injects himself with or what he suggests we inject ourselves with. He gave Fauci the Gates Award. I don't think any of us knew how big of a piece of shit Fauci was in the beginning. I don't think any of us knew. He hadn't ripped his mask off right from the beginning. Pelosi was still standing in Chinatown in San Francisco. Come on down. There was a lot of shit a lot of us didn't know in the beginning. We learned quick. Boy, did we learn quick. But in the beginning, we didn't know. Take their guns first and give them due process second. Who did he say that about? Aaron M. Who did he say that about? Heidi Booth, what's up? She says, ew, Fauci's face has shit ass pitch, was a loser. Yeah, he looked like he had the same hands that a raccoon would have. You still didn't tell me who he said that about, the due process, the take their guns, the due process line. We're fighting for the gay community and we are fighting and fighting hard. Well, how did that turn out? I didn't see the fighting for gay people. I didn't see that kicked into hyperdrive until after him. He never lit the White House up. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Come on, MAGA literally means the fifth highest pillar, or hold on, the fifth and highest degree in the Church of Satan. I don't think Trump is a Satanist. I think MAGA is Make America Great Again. Is he part of some skull and bone society? I don't fucking know. But I'll tell you this, he was 100 times better than Sloppy Joe. And I hope to have him back again. That I do know. You can't, I mean, I'm sure you're not. I've seen some of your other comments. You continue to be here, so I'm sure you're not a fan of Sloppy Joe. But Trump, a Satanist? I don't think so. I do not. I don't. I don't. Well, Aaron, he says, look it up. I'm not saying you're lying. Maybe MAGA is in the fifth pillar of Satanism, but I don't think that's what Trump means when he says make America great again. Because America was being made great when he was in there. That's what I mean. I think we're starting here. All right. After this, we are going to talk about that handsy WNBA star girl. You can't be beating up your woman. Damian Merriweather. Thank you, sir. J954, thank you for the 556. He says, did you hear about NYC giving $13 million to all the victims of police brutality during the patron saint of fentanyl's peaceful protest? Madness, WTF. I did hear something about a lawsuit, like a class action kind of thing. I don't know how many people that's going to be split up between, but that's bullshit. I mean, you're out rioting, you're tearing up the city, you're destroying things. How do you expect the police to act? How do you expect them to handle it? I heard some of them because that crazy bitch, that professor who pulled a machete on the NY Post reporter and shit, said he was going to kill him because they were asking her questions about when she, fucked up the table of the pro-life students at the school. She's part of that class action suit. And there were reports that they got pepper sprayed and shit like that. Look, man, you dressed in all black. You're out here fucking shit up. Yeah, you're going to get pepper sprayed. You're going to get roughed up. I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's how you should be treated. Again, don't let me be King Jericho of America. If you're not out there causing trouble, then take your fucking ass home. Especially when the police are there in riot gear. When the police show up in riot gear, it's time to throw up the deuces. It's time to go home. It's time to go Netflix and chill, not stay out on the street, because obviously any half intelligent person would know if they're here in riot gear and I'm out here with the signs, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's not time to stand there and yell and talk shit to the police and throw shit. It's time to go, because that means there are other elements there at the protest. And just to make things easier, take your ass home. But they wanted to stay and play. Thank you, Fred. He says, here's a 10 spot for the Jericho fund. Hey, that's my favorite fund. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate that. Gabe, what up? Hold on. Let me, 1 second. Hold on, Gabe. I have it. Hold on. Let me put it over here because I already have it saved. I'm gonna put a link in here right now, people. I'm gonna put a link. Put a link in this bitch. There we go. Hold up. Because I already have the link in here somewhere. Where'd it go? There we go. Bam. There's the link right there. bigmancomics.com. Owned and operated by my man Gabe. Thank you, man. Gabe says, is that Big Mike's new chef? Well, they are in the market for one. And I read yesterday that he didn't have a life jacket on and he wasn't tethered to the paddleboard. Now, this is in a pond, not the ocean. There's no currents. It's a pond. He was not tethered to the paddleboard, and he didn't have a life jacket on. I'm just saying. But make sure you guys hit that link, bigmancomics.com. You have Dean Cain, All-American Lawman, the comic that he's working on right now. So make sure you order that early. Should be ready by, what'd you say, Gabe, the end of the year? But yeah, get your copy early. I know I'm getting mine. I just finished Truth, Justice, American Way with my son yesterday. I sent you a text, Gabe. Just finished it yesterday. And there's a scene in there where, let's see, how can I tell you this without giving any spoilers? There's a romantic interest. Okay? There's a romantic interest in the story. And my son was like, oh, Dad. I was like, I know. Caught me off guard too. But make sure you check that out. Bigmancomics.com. I'm so tired of the woke bullshit. I wish they had some quality entertainment, something I can enjoy without being lectured, something I could even share with my family. Imagine that. Here it is. Ask and you shall receive. The link is right there. Bigmancomics.com. Shout out to my man Gabe. Had a great time at Comic-Con. What an event that is. That was, and in a good way. But I put a video up, my whole experience at Comic-Con in San Diego. Check that shit out. Mr. Comic 2009, thank you, man. He says, have you looked into the history and founder of Planned Parenthood? It's pure evil. Yeah, you are referring to Miss Margaret Sanger. And she wasn't just the founder of Planned Parenthood. She was an advocate and a friend of the Klan. There's pictures of her giving speeches to the Klan. And I don't mean this unorganized collection of toothless sister fuckers we have now who've been sued into oblivion by the Southern Poverty Law Center and others. I'm talking about back in the early 1900s, turn of the century, marching 100,000 strong right down Pennsylvania Avenue in all facets of government and law enforcement. You know, the world that the left wishes they still lived in so they'd be justified in their insanity. But yes, Margaret Sanger, she was a world-class piece of shit. Glad she's not with us anymore. Heidi Booth, thank you very much. She says 97 degrees today in Indy. JG, keep that Cali weather your way. There's nothing I can do about it. And I hate to say it, Heidi, but if it's headed your way, that means it's not here with me. Woo. Thank you very much. I think today we're only going to be at like 95 or something like that. It's going to be pretty mellow. I'm looking forward to it. Simeon Merriweather. Thank you, sir. That's 3 in a row for Simeon. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Heidi Booth. What else you got, girl? I am listening. Thank you again, Heidi. She says, JG, are you going to be on YouTube Live more? Your short videos are freaking hilarious. Thank you. I am, I don't know about more. I'm going to be going toward, I'm going to be doing other avenues, other content on YouTube. I think I'm going to go with more of an interview-based platform, start getting some people on the channel to talk to them and shit and see, get their views on the world and different topics and relationships and stuff like that. I'm more than a one-trick pony. So I think I'm going to start, branching out a little bit, spread my wing. I'm going to fly and shit. Hey, one thing about Creole Lady, just going to let you know how she feels up front. She says, mega MAGA. Thank you for the Hamilton, Miss Creole Lady. I appreciate that. Good looking out. So, who is the handsy WNBA star? Don't worry, guys. This name is not going to sound familiar. You are not going to hear this name and go, oh, yeah, I heard of her, because you haven't, because nobody's heard of WNBA stars. The only reason we know who Brittany Griner is because she was outside of basketball. Her situation wasn't basketball related. Nobody give a damn about Brittany Griner. Bam Bam Bigelow, would Jericho be a soldier for Das Africa Corps? Not unless it was based in America. Cool. I've been to Africa a few times. I'm good. Like when somebody offers you food and you're already full, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with going back to Africa. Been there. Done that. A reason with the new profile pic. I like that. Thank you, man. He says this heat made old Mitch pause mid-speech. Is that what it was? Was his brain overheating? Did his brain get too hot? Did his brain go above 98.6? Something happened because Mitch hit pause. He looked at the back of the room and that Grim Reaper was pointing that skeleton finger at him.
I'm coming for you, Mitch.
Oh shit. The Grim Reaper's coming from Mitch McConnell. It's fucked up, Mitch. You be careful, man. Don't let that Grim Reaper get you, bro. You be safe. Thank you, DJ John T. All the way from Sweden. Yeah. Good looking out, man. You know I'm fucking with you. I appreciate you being here. Rome 13, 102 degrees and climbing to 104 for me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Be careful. Hydrate. You know what to do. You got all the misters and all that kind of stuff. When my daughter had her soccer tournament last weekend, which they won, they are the champions. They had one of the team moms had the cooler with these like cooling towels, like they keep them in the ice chest full of ice water, and they like put the towels over their heads when they come to the sideline and stuff. They had it all set up. They have the little what do you call those things? What are those called? The little things you erect, and it's like, you know, make shade. I don't know why I can't think of it. But anyway, they had it all figured out for the girls. They had them nice and comfortable. It was nice. But yeah, they stomped the shit out of the other team. I think one game, they had 2 games in one day. The first one was 5-0, and the second one was 7-1. So they stomped them out. They did great. Okay. Schlitz malt liquor. I'll get to you, I promise. Schlitz, that was the bull that would come tearing through the paper. Now, I don't even know how to pronounce Racuna. I don't even know. There we go. Uh-oh. She's a rough-looking bitch, too. Oof. Golly. Golly. This girl is definitely president of the Dick Soft Club. You look at her, your dick's about to get soft. Woo. Man. Damn. Girl, you look like shit. Jericho, why are you being so mean? She beat up a woman. Wouldn't we be all pissed off saying horrible things if it was some athlete, some NFL player or something that beat up his girlfriend again? Weren't we saying bad shit about Ray Rice when he knocked his fiance out cold in the elevator, and then that stupid bitch married him anyway? So now there goes all my sympathy for you, you dumbass. So why can't I treat her the same? Equality and all that shit? You ugly son of a bitch. Golly. You had to be with a woman because ain't no man going to take you. You look too fucked up right now. Ew. Isn't that right? Wouldn't we be like, if this was another pro athlete, we'd be talking about how horrible the NBA and the NFL is because they hire these criminals. The whatever National Felon League. If it was the NFL, wouldn't we be doing that? Why should I take it easy on her? Because she's a woman. Men and women are the same, exactly the same, top to bottom, in and out, right? WNBA star, Raquina, I don't know, Williams, arrested in connection to domestic violence incident. You see how they word that? In connection, like she wasn't there. Like she just knew somebody who was there. She wasn't the one there throwing punches and kicking this woman in her face and hitting her with metal objects. No, she was just in connection to a domestic violence incident. No, I didn't beat her up. We just ran into each other in the hallway. I was like, oops, my bad, boo. I'm sorry. Oops, I'm sorry, honey. My bad. Let's go in here and let me make the bottom of my face shiny. My bad, boo. It was an incident. WNBA star Raquina Williams, I guess that's how you say it, was arrested Tuesday for alleged domestic violence against her partner, Williams is being charged with 9 counts, including 3 felony counts of strangulation. It was an incident. It was in connection. She wasn't choking the woman. She was standing, she was leaning on the back of the person who was choking. She was connected, but she didn't do it. Wrong. 1 felony count of assault with a deadly weapon, 1 felony count of coercion with the threat of use of physical force, and 4 counts of domestic violence, according to Las Vegas Metro Police Department. Williams accused her girlfriend of being unfaithful. Dang it. Las Vegas Aces, fucking know these teams, player took her girlfriend's electronic devices, credit cards, and identification card and left to stay at a hotel. Williams returned and allegedly logged into an account, found evidence of cheating, and then punched and kicked her girl, eventually allegedly strangling her. Williams allegedly told her wife while she was strangling her, "I'll kill you here and walk to jail myself." A lawyer for Williams did not immediately respond to ABC News' request for comment. Williams denied being the primary aggressor during the incident, claiming she was the victim. Who's beating this ugly bitch up? Life already did that to your face. Who's beating her up? Looking like Mr. Williams was released from custody on Wednesday, according to court records. Her next court appearance is on August 2nd. The fight allegedly lasted about an hour. Now, you can get a lot of ass kicking done in an hour. According to the authorities, police noted injuries to the victim's body, including a scratch on her throat, a welt on one of her eyebrows, and a scratch on her right thumb. The Las Vegas Aces said in a statement that Williams won't be allowed to participate in any team activity. Remember Hulk Hogan? I'm trying to listen for the feminists. I'm trying to listen for the people yelling equality. And trans women are women. Women can do it, men can do it. So how come you guys aren't jumping up and down that this woman beat her girl's ass? A woman of color. It's a little known fact, but Brittany Griner did the same thing. She kicked her woman's ass at the time. I don't know if it's the same girl she married back in 2015 at a hotel. But we traded the Merchant of Death for her. As an organization, we condemn domestic violence of any kind. At this time, Raquina, blah, 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 blah. She can't play. But I bet you they welcome her back with open arms. Oh, girl, we all make mistakes. Wouldn't say that if it was a man. You'd be wanting his head on a stick. Rightfully so. You beat up your woman like that. You choke her. You beat her. You kick her. Ugh. Golly. If any of you, hey, you know what? You know those Cialis commercials in Viagra? If you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours, see a physician. No, see this picture. That blood will go elsewhere. Your dick will go, that thing will go to sleep. You don't need to see no doctor. Just look up Raquina Williams. Your dick will go, oh, you don't need me anymore. Sleep mode. Sleep mode. That's terrible. That's terrible. Sorry, guys, if you're eating. Hey! Hey! If you have an erection lasting for more than 4 hours, look at Raquina Williams. It will go away, guaranteed. Your hard-on will no longer be an issue. Tell me that ain't the queen of dicks off. Oof. Oof. Damn. But where are they? you're equality, you're the same as men. You're the gender pay gap, all that patriarchy. Women are always getting a raw deal. It's time to stand up. Here's the equality. Treat her the same way. Jay Reason, that is not very nice, but it's hilarious, and I'm going to read it. He said her nose has a nose. You know, she don't have any friends that do cocaine. They can't. Look at that. It's all gone. That girl could pick her nose with boxing gloves on. Ew. They're like, don't bring Raquina over here because there goes all our damn coke in one shot. She beat up her domestic partner. That's not cool. And like I showed you earlier, Laverne, you know, saying that they're being killed. And yeah, Nitro fan, that's her mugshot. Saying that the trans community, they're being murdered and they're being beaten. Well, it's by you. You're doing that. You're doing that to your own people. This wasn't some man that broke into their apartment or their house and started kicking her ass. That's your girl. That's your domestic partner. Come on now. You're supposed to be able to trust her. You close your eyes and sleep next to her every night. And you worried about us? Us cisgender people? You think we're beating you up? No, that's you. That's all you, player. That's like when certain segments of the black community talk about police and how they kill unarmed black men. No, that's other black men doing that shit. It's not the straw man you want to make up. It's you. The only people killing trans people and the alphabet soup group kicking their ass is other members of the same damn group. That's you. You're kicking your own ass. So how are you going to blame us? We ain't doing shit to you. You're doing it to yourself. Like Martin said, you brought this on yourself. Oh, man, you couldn't make this shit up. You don't have to. That's the beauty of it. Ballpark girl, where you been? Good to see you. Thanks for the Hamilton. I'm like MAGA, so like, yeah. I'm so MAGA right now. Like, oh my God. There you go, Mopar girl. Good to see you. Rance and Shan, what up, fool? Thanks, Rance and Shan. Said, insert WNBA player. Okay, let's go. Raquina leads the league average in points per game with 11. Is she MVP material? We'll let the fan decide. I mean, come on. Why don't we just end this once and for all? Okay? We take the all-star team, not even just the best WNBA team, whatever that means. But we take the all-star WNBA team. That means all of the best players from all of the teams in the WNBA. We get you together and we give you plenty of time. You pick how much time you need to prepare, okay? You pick it. Go ahead. And we will put you up against the worst NBA team. Just the scrub of the scrubs. Who would that be? I don't know, the Mavericks or something, or the Nets or some shit. Just the worst team. And not just the worst team for this year, but the worst team over like the last 5 years. Like, who's the bottom of the barrel, sucky ass NBA team? We'll put you up against them. We'll make sure they don't get a good night's sleep or a good breakfast in the morning. And they will fucking destroy you by 100 points. But if you win, then we'll expand the WNBA and pay you all the same as NBA players. How about that? How about that? Wouldn't that be something to play for? You're finally going to get the money you want and the exposure that you want. You can't get it through your play. Well, you can force it out of us if you can beat the worst NBA team. You know how that shit would end. Come on now. Them girls would have ice packs everywhere. Them dudes would fuck those broads up. Those fucking broads. Schlitz malt liquor. That reminds me, thank you, Schlitz malt liquor. That reminds me of when I was a kid. We lived in Seaside, California, back when Seaside was ghetto and there was Crips and shit there. And I remember like walking to and from school or to the store, some shit, always seeing a bottle of an empty bottle of Schlitz malt liquor like up against a fence or some shit. It always makes me think of that. Schlitz. Simeon Merriweather. Thank you. Preach. Radio blip mode. Thank you. Yo, Jericho. What WNBA player has a face for animal crackers? I think we have one. I think we found a winner. Ding, 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 ding. We have an animal cracker face bitch right here who can't keep her hands to herself. You got a face perfect for making gorilla cookies. That's what he told Aunt Esther. I've seen better looking faces on a can of Alpo. Ryan Smith, thank you. She missed her calling in the women's MMA. I don't know if she missed her calling, Ryan, because she seems to be throwing them punches pretty well, just not in the octagon. Again, Ransom Shan, thank you. Hang on. We need to support Ukraine because reasons. Yet the U.S. willingly gave Russia, their enemy, the merchant of death. How does that work? Great question, man. Great question. Great point. We care so much about you, Ukraine, that we give you $200 billion, and we're going to give a fella by the name of the merchant of death back to your adversary because we love you. Remember? Just like those women, Mike Tyson should be allowed to fight against women in boxing because we care about women. That's why we're putting you in the ring with a certified killer. Good looking out again, Simeon Merriweather. I appreciate that. Preach, as the kids would say. Julissa Juarez, where's she at? Is that you, Hools? Jay Reason says, find a picture of Tremaine Edmonds. He sounds ugly. Let's see. Is that you, Jules? You better say what's up if it is. Let's see. Tremaine Edmonds. Edmonds. Here I am. Here I am. Tremaine Edmonds. I know that name sounded familiar. Of course. He's on the Bills. Jay Reason would tell me to look up somebody on the Bills. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's a better picture of her. That's the woman who's a WNBA player who no, my bad. That is Tremaine Williams. It looks just like her. Golly. But that's a dude. That's not her. That's a dude. Man. Oh, hold on. My bad. Here we go. I want to share that with you. Here we go. Man, oh man. There she is. I mean, he. That's not Raquina Williams. My bad. Looks like her though. He has better hair than her. How is that? How does he have better hair than her? Oof. What was his name? God dang it. What's his name? Don Imus. There's some nappy-headed hoes. Ooh. That is an ugly beezy right there. But why shouldn't we call her these mean names? She beat up her girl. You're not supposed to hit women. You're not supposed to do that. If that were an NFL or NBA star, we'd be all on his ass, wouldn't we? And all these women would say, see, they're trying to treat women, and the NBA needs to do something. And the first 2 weeks of next season, we're going to wear pink ribbons on our shoes. So we're going to make a big-ass deal out of it. But it's a woman. Even though she don't look like it, she got a claim. So let's let her get away with murder. But then, out of the other side of our mouths, no, treat me like a man. I'm just like a man. No, you're not. You ain't even close. You ain't even close. How about some good news, huh? I'm ready for that. I'm ready for some good news. Enough of these ugly ass people. Damn. Ooh, let's read it from a far left website. How about the HuffPo? The Huffington Post. Yes, yes, yes. There's no other publication more worthy of being at the bottom of a birdcage to be shit on than the HuffPo. Ice Cube ripped for anti-vaccine ride-along interview with Tucker Carlson. Critics slam the rapper and actor's lengthy chat with the racist talking points peddling from former Fox News personality as pathetic and clown behavior. Cube! They're talking big shit, Cube. Let me share this article with you. Rapper and actor Ice Cube has faced backlash over a ride-along interview he gave to former Fox News personality Tucker Carlson, a peddler of racist conspiracy theories and white supremacist talking points. Tucker, you motherfucker. Carlson and Ice Cube, whose real name is O'Shea Jackson, talked about not taking the coronavirus vaccine, which has been administered safely and effectively to billions of people worldwide. During a lengthy conversation for Carlson's show on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Well, they lost their minds when Elon Musk put the X on the side of the building and got rid of Twitter. The pair rode around South Central Los Angeles in the first video. The second part was conducted in a studio. Ice Cube discussed leaving the production of the film, oh hell no, and missing out on a $9 million paycheck after refusing the COVID-19 shot that cast members were required to receive. Yeah, I'm not real good with taking direct orders, the former NWA rap group member told Carlson. It wasn't ready. You know, it was a 6-month kind of rush job and I didn't feel safe. On its website, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention says COVID-19 vaccines are, quote, safe and effective and continue to undergo the most intensive safety monitoring in U.S. history. Well, people, what is wrong with you? Why do you not trust the CDC? They're like so trustworthy right now. Like.
As part of our ongoing, never-ending quest to find the few people in this country who are still willing to say what they actually think out loud, we wound up in Los Angeles recently with the rapper Ice Cube driving through his old neighborhood. Didn't expect that to happen. Here's how it went.
Dr. Dre came by this house. I'm going to show you. We're going to ride by. He used to live down the street.
Oh, and since that music was playing in the background, this is probably definitely going to get a copyright strike. So those of you who are here now enjoying this live stream, you're probably going to be the only ones, because this will definitely get a copyright strike. Oh, hold on. And Tucker asks him. I don't know. Anyway. No, it wasn't a tough call, Ice Cube claimed. I wanted to be an example for my kids, really make sure they wouldn't take it either, show them that I want to stand on my convictions and that I was willing to lose $9 million and more, because we've probably lost more since then. Ice Cube later pointed out that he'd never told anyone not to get vaccinated and actually hadn't wanted people to know he hadn't. I was pretty upset that that even came out, because I was just going to quietly, just not take it and deal with the consequences as they came. The entertainer also claimed he knew someone who had suffered every day after taking the shot, but didn't elaborate. The CDC says, quote, adverse events, end quote, from taking the vaccine are, quote, rare, quote, do not necessarily mean that a vaccine caused a health problem, and the benefits of COVID-19 vaccination outweigh the known and potential risks, end quote. When Ice Cube asked if Carlson had received the vaccine, Carlson replied, of course not. He does his laugh. He's, of course not. Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Cube. The anti-vaccine comments and Ice Cube's decision to talk with Carlson in the first place drew criticism. How dare you talk to somebody? And some asshole hero, it's just not on brand. Oh, shut the fuck up. I hate the way some young people talk. It's not on brand. You're not on brand, Cube. Like, you're supposed to be a fucking ribba. You're supposed to, do what you're told, Cube. That's not on brand. It's not on brand. How do you spell brand? B-R-O-N-D. Brand. You're not on brand, Cube. Mr. Cube. You're not on brand. So he sat down with a known racist. He peddles racist and white supremacist views. Cube, you can't talk to that guy. I am going to watch the entire interview. If you want to do that. Fool, you know how we do it. West Side. They got snakes in there this big? Remember he was in fucking Anaconda with J-Lo. God. Oh, man. You guys remember that? Darius Lovell, Jericho, have you ever applied for VA disability compensation? No, I wasn't disabled. I didn't think you could do that unless you were disabled. Fool, you know how we do it. Yeah, Cube, you're supposed to say chained up, man. You're supposed to say chained firmly to that plantation. Don't you leave one fucking step. John, I like the way you think. He says, help fund JG since it's going to get struck. Oh, it will. I know it will. Bam Bam Bigelow. That's right. A white man hangs with a black man. Liberals can't handle it. They can't take it because that flies in the face of their message. You're supposed to stay apart. You're supposed to hate each other. One of you is a racist and an oppressor, and the other is the victim, and you stay in your role. You are pigeonholed. Don't you move. Jay Reason, why is JG talking like a hip hop song in the 80s? These are the breaks. I just wanted to, be authentic. I wanted you to know, when I read the comic books to my son, I always do the character voices. And I wanted you to know that Ice Cube was speaking at that time. Oh, man. But, that's what they want. They want us to stay apart. They want us to hate each other. They want us to not live by the experiences that we have. We don't experience racism with each other. I don't experience racism with white people, but they want you to think that you do anyway. Like, you know, you're going to believe me or your lying eyes. You live the opposite of what we tell you live, and they want you to believe that. You don't go by your experiences. No, you don't experience racism every day. No, the cops don't fuck with you. And no, you probably don't even get pulled over that much. And no, you're not a racist, and your family weren't racist, and you're not an oppressor, and you're down here struggling just like everybody else. White people. But you are not to believe that. You believe what we tell you to fucking believe. Ice Cube, you don't sit there and have a constructive conversation with that known racist. You stay over there in your echo chamber, in your bubble, and you hate him. That's what you're supposed to do, boy. Now get back over there on that plantation, Ice Cube. I'm not going to tell you again, boy. But you guys are stupid, and you're going to fall for it every time, aren't you? You are dumb tax ID numbers, every single one of you. You're not smart enough to see through this. You're not smart enough. You're just a worker bee, right? You're not intelligent. You've never started a business or helped improve a business or raised a family and all that kind of shit. Created life, sustained it. You are an idiot. You are a tax ID number. You work and then you die. Miss Creole Lady, thank you. She says, we got you, JG. You know what, Creole Lady? I got you too. Spunbang 65, thank you. He says a little extra gravy. Hey, what's wrong with a little extra gravy? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You don't fucking ever have a problem with extra gravy. So here we go. Let's find this part. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Fool, you know how we do it. And well. Talking about the west side, west side. Okay. The conversation delved into politics with both Ice Cube and Carlson expressing their skepticism towards politicians and their hidden agendas. Great, we all do. When asked about Barack Obama, Cube admitted that he was initially hopeful about the former president's election, feeling proud that America took that step. However, he expressed disappointment that not much changed for the people he cared about over the years. That's why what I was talking about yesterday when I was saying I give people who were kind of caught up in that a little more margin for error. We were coming off of President Bush's globalist dumbass, and Barack Obama did bring a message of hope. He was something different, if not in message, definitely in appearance. So a lot of people were swept up in the emotion of that. Don't forget, the Democrats, they got two things on lockdown: repetition and emotion. And if you're dumb enough, that's a recipe for success for them. They can lead you around by that by your nostril wherever they want you to go. Ice Cube also shared his criticism of the Black Lives Matter, and here we like to be truthful, certain Black Lives Matter organization, stating that he didn't believe it had improved the lives of Black people he knows and loves. Tucker Carlson's voiceover and editing during the discussion further attacked BLM, accusing them of misappropriating millions of dollars. Yeah, they did. That's why they got in trouble for it. One of the most noteworthy moments of the interview was when Carlson referred to Ice Cube as one of the least obedient celebrities in Hollywood, leading to a discussion about Cube's decision to not get the sweet and sour sniffles poke. And again, as being a Black person, having that picture of Barack and Michelle Obama over your doorway, you can't say things like he didn't improve things for black folks. He didn't improve anything for folks. He didn't improve anything for any of us of any color, unless you were part of the alphabet soup group. If you were part of the alphabet soup group or the Ku Klux Trans, Barack Obama was your man. He was the best president you've ever seen. Your cup was overflowing with gifts. He might as well have built an altar to the alphabet soup group and the Ku Klux Trans. Now, if you're one of them, shit, Barry worked his ass off. No pun intended. But if you weren't, you got fucked. Housing market collapse, the bailouts, this rift between a lot of Americans, this one side against the other. He planted those seeds and fertilized them. And then you got Sloppy Joe's dumbass, who's merely a figurehead, who's probably being told what to do and say through an earpiece, and Barack's on the other end. New mouth. So if you weren't one of them, Barry didn't do shit. First black president. Okay. President with the darkest skin tone so far. That's how he should have been referred to. But he was for none of us. He was for the alphabet soup group in China. Remember when that sumbitch went over there and kissed the Saudi prince's ring? Bro, you lost me right there. What kind of man is that? Is this the mafia? I'm not kissing no dude's hand. This ain't no foreign country. In America, we don't do that. We don't kiss each other's hands as men. We shake hands and we look each other in the eye. That's what we do. We don't kiss what? You want me to kiss what? Why? None the miser. Trump has a darker skin tone than Barry. True. Careless. He was coked up. He probably was. Probably coked out of his fucking mind. Probably got done getting a BJ from that dude in the limousine. Remember? He said, I performed oral sex on Barack Obama. And then the next day, I opened the door and he's standing right there. He wanted seconds. That's what the dude said. Just kiss no dudes. Fucking, man, you crazy. Oh, J954 says he visited China and bowed to their leader on Memorial Day. What a piece of shit. Get your shit together, Barry. Get your shit together. I hope you wrap up your third term as president real soon. John, good question. He says, was a chef on the DL? Don't know. If he was, you know how Mike would take it. Wait, hold up. You taking somebody else's dick? That wouldn't be good. Well, people, I got to get going. I got, an hour and a half before I'll be right back here with Gian for Stop the Fuckery at 5:05. I hope you will be too. I hope we have the same number of people in here. I hope we have even more. I hope we have all of your sun-shining faces and then more sun-shining faces. Ranson Shan, thank you again. He says, remember Biden's accuser? Me and others don't. Yeah, there was Tara Reid. That was her name. She accused Biden of pushing her up against a wall and sticking his frail, shaky fingers in her clam to the second knuckle. That went away. What happened? Believe all women? Believe the accuser? What'd they say? Oh, they said a bunch of stupid shit. But I know one of them was believe all women. Hashtag me too. Unless they're Democrat. And then she's a whore and we don't believe her. Spun bearing 65. More gravy. Two best words ever spoken. More gravy. But remember, Trying to remember. Oh yeah, it was Clinton, Hillary Clinton. Larry Elder used to say this, that she would do the nuts or sluts defense for the women who would accuse Bill Clinton. They were either nuts, they were crazy, they would try to prove somehow that they were mentally unstable, or they were sluts. They would try to prove promiscuity. That this couldn't have possibly happened. This girl's out here fucking everybody. We found 3 different types of in her underwear. So, same kind of thing. Careless. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't a glitch Mitch moment. It didn't last that long, and I didn't stare into the fucking camera. Oh, yeah. Heidi Booth, thank you, miss. She says, have a great night with your beautiful wife and kids. Every night with my beautiful wife and kids is great until the children start arguing with each other, and then it ruins everything. Hopefully that won't happen. This will be the first day that they get along and they don't argue. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. None of mine. Bill sure can pick them. Yeah. He knows how to pick them and fuck them and stick cigars in their clam. In the clam. I did not stick my cigar in her vagina. I put my penis in there. What was I supposed to do? Stick it in Hillary? That's disgusting. That's the first true thing you've ever said, Bill. That is disgusting. I'd rather stick my dick in the mouth of an angry beaver before I put in try to kill Hillary Clinton. Fucking gross. Fucking gross. Julissa Juarez, you better message me, girl. If that's the Julissa Juarez, I think it is. And she's right. Get ready for the fuckery. Be back here 5 o'clock. Curtains up. 5:05. Jay Reason, you're right too. Listen to this man speak knowledge. Hit the super chats, people. Support Mr. American himself. That's me. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'll be back. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit Jeffy cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.